Good morning. It is 6:59 a.m. on Tuesday, October 8th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. I've been moving kind of slow this morning. This is 5 more minutes. So, I'm definitely still struggling with, whether it's allergies or some other kind of a seasonal was, but just feeling sort of vaguely stuffy and congested and low energy for a little while now, which is certainly not fun. But, it's kind of, you just have to keep on at it. So, I kind of wish it would go away though. So, yeah, I'm kind of stuck dealing with that right now, and it's fine. I don't need sympathy or anything. I'm just kind of making excuses to myself for being a relatively low energy for a little while now, like in the last week, since I got back from my vacation. I think it's not since I got back from my vacation, because I did actually have a hard week of work after I got back. And so I sort of had psyched myself up to be ready to do that. But then when that was done, it was like, you know, you got the adrenaline tension, and then when you let it go, you just melt into putty. That's kind of where I'm at right now, is the putty stage. So I've not really been super productive in most respects. Uh, I didn't have it in me to get a one shot ready for so many levels today, because we still don't have all of our players. And so I have everything I need for the next full session, but we wouldn't be able to do a full session because we're missing some people today, and I didn't get a new one shot ready. And I could have just improvised something, but that sounded hard. So I think we're probably not having a session tonight. If we do something, it won't be a regular game. We'll see if we stream something or not. But what I have been doing, actually, and I haven't really been cooking either. Had to throw out some of my Blue Apron stuff because I basically delayed so long making the meal that the fresher ingredients started to wilt a little bit. And that's fine. I'm not worried about that. It's just a matter of kind of I'm maintaining self-awareness to ensure that there's not something more serious going on. But right now, what it is I'm just being lazy for a little while I'm feeling snotty and gross. I have been playing more Outer Wilds, though, now that I've finished the Link's Awakening remake. Outer Wilds is a game I've talked about a little bit before, but just to remind you, if you didn't see those videos or just forgot, it's a PC game. I think it's also on Xbox One, but I'm playing it on PC, where it's an exploration game with a time loop conceit, where you are a space explorer for this tiny, tiny little solar system. And I say tiny, it's certainly big compared to the size of your character, but it's the sort of size where once you launch your spaceship, you can fly to, any of the other planets in the solar system within a couple minutes. But it models the whole little orbital mechanics setup where everything's in orbits and there's gravity and you are moving in three-dimensional space, and you have to manage the different thrust directions and all of that. But you only have a limited amount of time because your sun is getting ready to go supernova. And so what you're doing in the course of playing the game is you're going out and exploring different parts of this little solar system and finding just all these little clues of this former civilization that was there. And it seems like they knew something that you don't about maybe why this time loop is happening, because every time you have been out long enough, your sun goes supernova and blows up and destroys everything, and then you wake up back at the beginning about to launch your ship. And so it's been pretty cool. It's a fun conceit, but it's also the experience of the game is discovering all of these different beautiful sights and vistas and everything like that, where you just see these planets at a distance, and then you fly to one and you land on it and you start seeing little things like, that's a little weird. This one keeps having meteorites land on it and causing earthquakes, and they scare me because sometimes they land near me, and one time one crashed my ship, and that's a little weird. So what's going on there? And you start exploring. You find some, buildings on the surface that you can't get in because there's no doors, and then you find a little stairs that go down underneath, and then, oh hey, this stairway goes down. It looks like deep into the earth, and wow, this is a big old hollow cave. Wait, what is that? And you realize that there's a black hole at the center of this planet, and it's like sucking everything in, and like, oh no, I missed a jump. I'm falling. I'm gonna fall into the black hole. And then you emerge somewhere else out of a white hole in the space, and you're like, what? And then there's a space station, and you're like, so basically the game is having that stuff happen to you pretty constantly. Well, okay, I see, not constantly, because generally what it is brand new discovery, and then you spend the next couple of loops figuring out how to kind of like get to the next key unlock, so to speak. So in any event, it's lots of fun, and I'm enjoying it. And that's it. So I have to go ahead and get ready for work, so I'm going to leave it here, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.